Who would have guessed when we were talking about Mr. Beast potentially being president and he said maybe that he would actually be super qualified? I mean, he's got to have at least 34 felonies with his staff combined, so I think we're on a good track here. I mean, he's not quite at the Trumper numbers. I mean, Big Trumper over there's got 36 on his own, but Mr. Beast would be a nice second place. Now, obviously, I'm talking about the DogPack videos, and I'm going to get this out of the way. Everything I'm going to say and everything I just said was a joke, so please, Mr. Beast, don't sue me. I need to feed my family. Mr. Beast is in some really, really hot waters, and I'm not sure how he's actually going to get out of it. But in all seriousness, Mr. Beast, I've got the perfect tutorial for you, so that way you can make a great and respectful apology. So here's exactly how Mr. Beast should do this video.
I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break.
I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was and by him.
If it was possible.
Okay, but let's break down the DogPack 404 video and see what ultimately is there.
After I called out James Warren by name in my last video, his Instagram and Facebook got taken down and his LinkedIn got taken down.
Okay, so that's no good, Jimmy. I'm gonna say if you're gonna try and cover your tracks, you know, maybe not delete stuff that people already know is out there and already have. I mean, you gotta hire some better lawyers or something because, brother, you need to be covering up things we don't know.
Warren also allegedly an ex-drug addict. I've heard that he offered cocaine and hookers to editors to stay late. And then the really big thing is that there was some incident between him and a female colleague that resulted in the female colleague leaving the company and receiving 3 years in severance pay.
That makes you look guilty as fuck, Jimmy. You cannot do that. Now, not saying I would do this, but if I were to do something along these lines as a business owner, I would not fucking do it. Just fire the man that's causing the problem and keep your money flow coming in. I don't understand why YouTubers have this fucking problem. I mean, it's not really that hard. Most big debates are like, oh, Republican or Democrat or something along those lines, but no. YouTubers are like, oh, do I pick an innocent woman or the assayer? Or do I pick an innocent kid or child molestation? I don't know. It's really not that hard to be a good person. I'm not sure why YouTubers struggle so much. I mean, these YouTubers could pull the baddest women of all time, but instead they're just going after little innocent children. Like, what, why?
Again, that's my opinion. That's all allegedly. Now on to his alleged best friend, Locoya Hill. They both went to UNC Chapel Hill together, and they both, after graduating, got into real estate. But by 2017, Locoya Hill was running an adult entertainment event business in San Francisco called Locoya Hill Entertainment.
Mr. B sat down and he said, you know who should work at a children's company? A company that focuses on marketing to children? A gay adult entertainer. That sounds genius. Yeah, and then we can hire a dude who's literally a pedophile? I mean, big brain moves coming in here. Like, guys, we are big brains. And then on top of that, we're going to defend a trans pedophile because she's trans? I mean, guys, we're really hitting the jackpot here. I mean, someone write this down.
Either way, Booty Call Wednesdays are canceled. He was actually brought back to Mr. Beast in 2023 after sexually assaulting his assistant prior, and promoted to Chief Financial Officer, which is how I personally was introduced to him.
See, when you have a registered sex offender in your top brass, I mean, you might as well add a second one. I mean, Delaware left, so you gotta somehow fill the gap.
Showing testimony from former Mr. Beast employees talking about Locoya Hill.
Now, this whole situation with Hill is insanely disgusting, and putting all jokes aside, like, I don't understand how Mr. Beast could, within his own mind palace, put this guy in any form of power at all. Okay, even if Mr. Beast is some sort of fucking Bond villain, and he's going out of his way to hire these people because he's fucking sick in the head, let's say that's the situation, even then, you're just losing money for doing this. Like, I don't understand it. I can never comprehend why anyone would make such a boneheaded decision like this. Like, bro, why? Why do people, when they make money, feel the need to lose their money because they want to do something stupid? I mean, just look at the Dr. Disrespect situation. I'm going to play his return just so you can get the context in case you haven't seen it, but it's insane. I mean, I don't understand how he said this with a straight fucking face.
Would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
Yeah, I mean, come on, champs. Like, champs, guys. Like, I might be 42 years old messaging a 16-year-old and still fucking creepy, but champs. I didn't do anything illegal, champs. She was 16, champs. It wasn't illegal, champs. Like, who the fuck told you to say that? Because you need to get your money back. I mean, what the fuck? No. Just because the legal age of consent in some African countries is like 13 years old, that doesn't mean it's okay for you to message a 13-year-old African girl. Like, come on. Now, let me just put this as simply and as plainly as I possibly could. You are a 42-year-old man messaging a 16-year-old girl. It is not technically against the law. That doesn't make it not fucking creepy. Just like if you were to go to an African country, find a 13-year-old, fall in love with her, marry her, that wouldn't be illegal per se in that country. It's still fucking creepy. But come on, champs. I was just grooming a 16-year-old. Like, come on, champs. And I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure you were married while you were DMing this fucking minor. Like, what are you doing? Now, everything about Mr. Beast was alleged or a joke. That is not to be taken serious, and I do not want to be sued if it turns out it was false. I am just merely stating my opinion. That is all. And with the Doc stuff, no, that shit is true. I mean, Doc did do that shit. Like, that is 100% fucking true. He admitted to it. He's admitted to it. Like, that shit's true. I mean, I don't know what else to say here. I mean, it's going to be under 8 minutes. It sucks that it's under 8 minutes, but I'm not going to drag it out.